Hey everyone, it's Carlo here from Music Marketing TV, and in this video I'm going to walk you through all of the plugins included with the Era Standard Bundle by Accusonus. Now this is basically a collection of tools to help you clean up audio and get the most out of your restorative needs. Let's take a look at this. Now included with the bundle we have here the declipper. Next we have a Deesser, noise remover, plosive remover, reverb remover, and a voice leveler. Now in this video I've created a number of clips here to help demonstrate some of this, but keep in mind it's going to give you different results based on what your needs are and what you're working on at that time. So in this example, let's get started. I intentionally recorded this first track here really hot. Now I lowered it by about 6.5 dB so it isn't too loud on the playback, but I intentionally created some clipping. Let's take a listen to a little bit of this. Eventually, you're going to come across some audio that's simply recorded too hot, so it's going to clip. But fortunately, Accusonus gives us some simple, elegant tools to handle those problems. Here with the declipper plugin. Okay, so as you can hear, it is seriously clipping. Now let's engage the declipper and take a listen now. Eventually, you're going to come across some audio that's simply recorded too hot. Here's without. Eventually, you're going to come across some audio that's simply recorded too hot. Here with the declipper plugin. Here with the declipper plugin. Now here in the declipper plugin, you've got two types. 1 and 2. 2 is for more aggressive declipping. 1 is for your more typical, and you have quality high and low. Now be careful, if you do use this high version, it will incur quite a bit of CPU, power usage from your system there. And it's as easy as that. And don't forget you have this output level adjustment with an output meter light here to help you control the output level. But fortunately, Accusonus gives us some simple, elegant tools. And here's with the plugin engaged. There you go. So here's a quick look at the declipper. Okay, next we're going to take a listen to a track I created intentionally with a lot of sibilants. And then we're going to take the Deesser here and remove them. Let's take a listen. Simply put, Accusonus creates some super simple de-essing. Simply insert their de-esser and use their simple but powerful tools to get the right results. Okay, now let's take a listen to it. I'll toggle it on and off. Here's the plugin on now. Simply put, Accusonus creates some super simple de-essing. Here's without. Simply put, Accusonus creates some super simple de-essing. Now, this is how this one works. We've got a processing dial, and this will increase or decrease the activity, the effect of de-essing on your vocal. And what you want to do here is apply it to taste. Simply adjust it till you get the right amount of processing. There's a narrow band, a normal, and a more broad sweeping band. And of course, intense here, which will be a lot more aggressive for whatever, reasons you have to, you never know, you might come across something like that. And is A-Bing too. So if you make any changes, you can toggle between the two. Really elegant and really easy. All right, now the next plugin coming up here, let's see, is our noise remover. Let's take a listen to this one. Let me open it up. All right, here we go. I love the way these plugins look. Let's take a listen to this example. Now there's some 60 cycle hum in this track that I recorded. Take a listen. It happens. You come across some really wonderful dialogue recorded like this, or a vocal track, and there's some kind of unwanted buzz or background noise. Okay, so let's engage this plugin now. And again, just like the previous one, the Deesser, we have a processing dial here. So we can dial in the amount of intensity. Plus we can choose to focus on the high frequencies, the low frequency, mid frequencies, and you want to choose one. You can scroll through these in real time. That gives you the best results. Okay, let's take a listen to it before again. It happens. Now here's with the noise remover on. It happens. You come across some really wonderful dialogue record. Really easy. Let's do this with the dial increasing up, and you'll hear the noise being removed.
Well, fortunately, tools like this make it simple to get results fast.
There, just like that. It couldn't be any easier to use. That is the noise remover here. All right, let's move on to our next plugin, and this is the Plosive Remover. All right, let's take a listen to this. I recorded this track. I tried to record this with a lot of plosiveness, which is something I don't typically do, but you're going to come across this. And again, we have that really easy to use processing slider here. I'll keep it off for now. Let's just take a quick listen to some of this. Let me rewind it.
People, please consider using a Plosive Remover. Why? Because your projects demand it.
All right, now let's engage it.
People, please consider using a Plosive Remover.
Without.
People, please consider using a Plosive Remover.
And here's with.
People, please consider using a Plosive Remover.
Now let's toggle the dial a little bit.
Because your projects demand it. You don't think you need it until you do. So please consider this Plosive Remover by Accusonus.
And again, looking at it, we have two modes, normal and extreme. And again, an A/B switch, which is super handy. All right, and that's the Plosive Remover. That's included with the standard version. Now the next one is a Reverb Remover. Now this one works similarly to the previous plugins, where you can choose it by frequency bands, and you can scroll through these in real time again. This one also has an automatic output gain adjustment, which I find really handy. Let's take a listen. I'll keep it off right now, and we'll hear this track with some room reverb recorded onto it intentionally.
Sometimes you're going to come across audio that has too much of an ambience behind it. In other words, too much reverb.
Okay, let's engage it, and let's take it from the bottom up and see what kind of effect we can get with this plugin.
Sometimes you're going to come across audio that has too much of an ambience behind it. In other words, too much reverb. You want to be able to control that in your studio situation. Well, a quick and easy fix would be to use the Reverb Remover plugin here by Accusonus.
There you go. It's as easy as that. So we dialed it in quickly, and we got some really suitable results with this. Fast and easy to use, and who doesn't like that? Now the next one is a voice leveler. I like this one. Don't think of this as a compressor. It's more of a amplitude balancer. Let's take a listen to this brief example that I created with the leveler off first.
Voice leveler can help you control the varying dynamics from vocal take to vocal take, whether you're doing podcasting, interviews, or singing directly into the microphone. Voice leveler can help you control that audio and do the job.
Now let's engage this. Again, we have our processing dial, but some different functions here, normal and tight, emphasis and breath control. I find this really handy when you're doing some podcasting or audiobook narration. But we also have a streaming real-time graph. And then we can do this in real time as we increase the slider, the dial here, until we get the right amount of processing to balance out the volume from phrase to phrase. So let's do this from the ground up. Let's play it from the beginning, and I'll dial it in.
Voice leveler can help you control the varying dynamics from vocal take to vocal take, whether you're doing podcasting, interviews, or singing directly into the microphone.
Like it. Now let's toggle it on and off. Here's off.
Voice leveler can help you control that audio. Voice leveler can help you control that audio.
You know, if you listen to this, you can be very subtle, and it does a lot. This is a really super handy and easy to use plugin. I often feel that this is the kind of thing that gets me that real professional sheen in combination with dialogue that's been recorded really well. So all of these plugins are included, the standard bundle, by Accusonus. Again, you get the declipper, the Deesser, the noise remover, the Plosive Remover, Reverb Remover, and the voice leveler. I would recommend visiting Accusonus.com today to download a sample and Try it out for yourself. There's no better way to experience this than in your own audio work. My name's Carlo, and thanks for watching.